today on Nicko's Kitchen.
For me, one of life's little pleasures are homemade hot cross buns. They are just so delicious.
We're making my hot cross buns.
So first of all, we're going to prep our yeast with our milk. Now I've got some milk here in a large jug and I've warmed it through just for about a minute in the microwave just to take the chill off the milk. And to that milk, I'm going to be adding just a little bit of sugar, and I've also got some dry yeast as well. Now I'm just going to mix this around and I'm going to leave it on the bench here for about 10 minutes until the top of that milk starts to go nice and frothy. So it's been about 10 minutes and you can see this is what I'm talking about. It's just starting to froth on the top. So to this now I'm going to be adding in some melted butter, and I'm also going to be adding in a beaten egg as well. And I'm just going to give this a quick whisk around. Now into a large bowl, I've got some 00 flour, which is this Italian bread flour, and it is going to give you a much better result. If you can't get your hands on it, just use normal plain flour. So firstly, into our flour, I'm going to be just sprinkling over some salt. And for some great spice, I'm going to be putting in some mixed spice, which is basically some nutmeg, some allspice, some cinnamon, all those yummy flavors, and also some sugar as well. Now just get a spoon and mix that flour, the sugar, the mixed spice around, get it all combined well. And now I'm going to be placing in our dried fruit mixture. Now the dried fruit mix that I'm using is a mix of some sultanas, there's some raisins, there's some mixed peel, some orange peel. And again, just give this a good mix around, get the flour coated on that dried fruit. And now I'm going to pour in our milk mixture. And just using a wooden spoon, we're just going to bring this together, combine it, but I don't want you to over mix it with the spoon because we're going to start kneading it just shortly. So just bring all those ingredients together. So just onto a floured board or a floured surface, we're going to pop down our dough. And all I want you to do is start mixing this dough, kneading it on that floured surface. It's going to be sticky. You're going to knead this for about 10-15 minutes, but it's going to start to get nice and elastic on you and start pulling together. So I've kneaded our dough and I've just popped it into a bowl once more just to sit in there. Now we're going to leave it and we're going to put it in a warm place somewhere in the kitchen and leave it to rise, and it will double in size almost, and we're going to leave it there for an hour. The other thing I'm going to do is just grab a damp tea towel and cover it and leave it for the hour.
Give the dough a few punches and then knead for 5 minutes. Shape the dough into a square and cut out portions and place on a baking tray. Now mix some plain flour and water together and place into a piping bag. Pipe crosses onto the top of the dough. Place into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes and then bring out and brush with apricot jam over the top. This will give the buns an amazing sticky glaze. Place back into the oven for a further 40 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. And now we can get stuck into these bad boys.
The smell that these give off is extraordinary through the house. The smell is just amazing. And you know what? You can toast them, you can have them soft with a little butter and it just melts in while they're still warm. It's completely up to you. And like I said, you can throw in there some chocolate chips. You don't have to have any fruit at all. But you know what? I love them like this. Those bursts of juicy dried fruit in there are amazing. And it's just so soft and crunchy and sweet. And that apricot jam that we put on the top, that little glaze, just finishes these off nicely. It is the perfect Easter dish, and there is nothing better than homemade hot cross buns. Please give these ones a go. You're going to fall in love with them.
You're no good.